Good morning, guys. I'm at Box, Cactus, and Succulent Nursery. I was looking for Fairy Castle cactus, and I'd called before I came. I came and looked at them. I saw them already, but I wanted to grow them for selling, so I wanted to propagate them. So I'm just kind of browsing around right now. So Box is one of my favorite cactus and succulent nurseries, and then also B&B. And they're both awesome, but in different ways. They have different selections, so it's definitely worth checking out both of them. Look at these whole little forest of them too. That one's pretty cute. Look how blue those are. Whoa! These ones here, these are just about the bluest cactus I've ever seen. I can never remember the name of these. Are they like ooh geez, one just poked me back here. A golden barrel. I love exploring the cactus and succulent nurseries just to learn about the different kinds, you know, see what they look like. You can see them in bloom sometimes, and kind of just to get to know them. But I'm being very careful about any new plants that I bring into the house. Well, actually anything that comes into the house. So we've got the blue ones that have the golden spines, and then we have the blue ones that have some white fuzzy, they got white spines and they have white fuzzy hair. I'm kind of into the hairy ones. Let's see. We got spore over here. Blue, hairy, very cute. Got a lot of character to it. Wow, look at all those. Look at those blue ones though. Oh my gosh, the color on those, I just can't even get over that. Look at, I love them. You know the thing is, ooh, look at those. Those are very sculptural. The thing is, it doesn't take much, right? When it comes to plants in your house, it doesn't take much to make it look really cool in your home. Just a few sculptural ones is really all it takes. Euphorbia lemon drop. I've never seen those before. Huh. Oh, they do have like little tiny, they got little tiny spines on there. I don't know if you guys will be able to see on camera here. Yeah, they do have kind of succulent little stems, and they do have little spines on there. Every time I come to a cactus and succulent nursery, I always discover new ones. And aside from cactus, they have all kinds of beautiful succulents. One of my favorite types of euphorbias here, sticks of fire. I love that. They get a really pretty, vibrant coral on the tips when they get stressed. And they have a good selection of adeniums here for pretty good prices. So those are all just $15. And then down here, these are the 25ers. A little fatter, a little chunkier here. Ooh, look at that one. That one's got a good body on it. Ah, they're so cute. Look at this one's in bloom too. Beautiful. So they've got a really good selection. This is just one of their greenhouses, by the way. They have their outdoor area also that stretches, like, see over there? They got a whole bunch more greenhouses, and then they have the cactus house there. It's got like displays, really cool. We'll go in there too. I think I've showed you guys that before. And then their retail section is up here, retail greenhouse. So there's Michael. Oh, you know what? Let's go check out the pots. I have pots, but I had a customer asking where I got my little, little squatty body pots. That's what I call them. They're terracotta. I told him I got them up here, but I don't know if they still had them in stock. Did you see any of the squatty body pots?
I didn't see any here.
Okay. Oh, wow, look at that one.
Look at that rabbit.
That one is really pretty. I want that one.
It just fit through that? Can you believe that?
Oh my god, it's a baby rabbit.
Huh. Nice and
What, look at that one though. That one's like, it's like a very light sandy colored lizard. And how's Michael doing with his eczema? Sometimes we get questions on the videos about, you know, how's Michael doing? Is he okay?
Yeah, it's, you know, it comes and goes in waves.
Yeah. So the eczema is, well, it flared up and it became like total body, head to toe for Michael.
Yeah.
And it's been going for months and months. Well, actually almost like a year now, right?
Yeah, 9 months now today.
Yeah. So you can see, like see how there's a lot of inflammation involved, and itchiness, and it's dry, flaking patches, and it's
the scratches breaks it open, makes it more itchy, so it's like this
yeah. It wears on your skin. Your skin's finally starting to come back again though.
Yeah. I think we just gotta find the root cause of it.
Yeah, soy. I think soy, from watching his diet, is one of them. It's possible gluten.
There's one.
But I think definitely soy. They're slightly different, like different colored than mine. But yeah, So those, I guess they got 3, but that's the kind that I have at home. And I'm actually going to be painting mine. Mine are slightly different colored. They're a little more orangey, so I'm going to paint them. But those are the ones. Super tough to find those Mexican ones.
How much did you get yours for? You got yours on
$2,
sale, right?
yeah. Do you want to see the cactus in here? These are where the really cool cactus are. Very nice. Lovely. It takes a certain eye to be into cactus. Not everyone's gonna love them. But the thing is, cactus have a lot of variety and they're very unique. They have a lot of character to them, you know? Like, look at this plumosa, Mammillaria plumosa. Gorgeous. That is such a gorgeous specimen. Look how tight that is. The feathers on it. Very cool. I've got a couple of those at home, but they're much smaller. They don't look anything like those. Oh, that one's really neat though. And there's gonna be some for everyone, right? Like, you know, like those don't do it for me. You know, there's certain ones that catch my attention. And normally it's the white snowball, little puffy ones. Look at that. Oh wow, that one is super cute. Looks like there's 2 different kinds going on here. Gorgeous. It's just fun to check them out, you know. Fuzzy, yes, I see it. I love all the fuzzy ones. Very cute. Well, wait, not all the fuzzy ones. That one, yeah, I don't love that one. I mean, wouldn't it be cool to have a greenhouse like this? I love these open air ones, you know, where it's just netting all the way around. That would be so cool. In the future, I would love to have a greenhouse, like an open air greenhouse like this. I guess they have the sides that you can drop down, I guess, when it gets cold during wintertime. Wow, look at that one. It's super white. Oh, okay, you're not supposed to touch them, but I always want to like pet them. So we're just going to zoom in and look at it up close. That's beautiful hairy cactus. Gorgeous little critter. Oh, that one's going to put out a ton of blooms. Look at all the buds on there. Wait, can you see them? It's got a whole bunch of buds, these white ones. Bang, 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 bang. A bunch of them already went through their bloom cycle. Super tiny there. Look at all those little babies. I just think it's so neat how they clump out like this, you know? Like, look at that is another plumosa. It's the only cactus that has feather-like spines. So neat. So fun. Man, just looking at all those different varieties. What a world. What a crazy world of plants. Alright, let's head out. Head out of the cactus tent. So as soon as you drive up to Box, the cactus greenhouse is right here in the front. But then they have all these other greenhouses in the back, and then they have like the landscaping cactus outside there too. So you come in, and then parking is right here, and right in the very front up here is their retail section. So they've got everything priced and quite a variety in here. So whenever you see those at estate sales, normally you see these green ones. I always like to check the price because you can flip, right? Yeah. You can flip plants. I mean, I flip plants like crazy here. And plant people know what they're looking at, you know? So if you know what you're looking at and you see it at estate sales and you know what it goes for in the nursery, you know, at retail, you can definitely snap them up at estate sales and be flipping them all day long. These euphorbias, these big ones, like that one is, well, I don't know how much that one is, but here we go, down here. This one's $95. Those grow up really nicely in the house. Actually, that's a really cool one there. Okay. Alright, let's head out. I'm not getting anything today, but it was fun showing you guys around, and it's always fun to look and learn and discover new plants. Alright, I just want to show you guys when you first pull in. So you're coming off of Thornydale, and you come down their driveway here, and they have this beautiful display, their beautiful little cactus garden out here. So you come in, and when you're going to the greenhouses and to the retail shop, you turn right here, the first right, and then all this, you see all this? That's all petrified wood. And it'd just be a really pretty place to get some, you know, photographs, get your IG shots. Aloe is blooming. Look at this aloe tree. I mean, are you kidding me? That thing is like prehistoric looking. What was that? You never know if you're going to see lizards or quail. We saw this cute little family of quail coming in here. Look at that thing, it's bad. Can you see? I don't know if you can see the bark on that. I mean, what? Look at that thing. It's gnarly. What the heck? Lizards. Anyway, very cool. Prehistoric aloe. So we got a little pathway through here. We'll come down here. So you can walk through here as long as you stay on the pathways and just explore what they have. Oh, look at that. Holy cow, that's another one. Man, that thing is awesome. It's like walking through a little botanical garden, you know? There's another one of the aloe trees. This tree here, do you see the spikes on this? That's another prehistoric looking thing. Do you see that? It's like a dragon or something. It's got like dragon spikes on it. Silver torch. Those look gorgeous here in the desert. Look at that agave. Whoa, that thing is huge. Oh, hello little baby. Little dove. I think you're a dove. You look different though. Yeah, you're definitely a dove. You're just more brown. There's a different kind of aloe tree. I love the desert. It's just so freaking cool here. We still want to get to the petrified forest. We haven't even scratched the surface of exploring Arizona, or Tucson even. I mean, I gotta get out more. Well, we've had the lockdown and stuff, so, you know, the quarantine. But sometime I'm gonna get out and start exploring more. Okay guys, we just got home. I just want to show you the baby birds up here. They're baby doves. There's a dove nest, and we've been watching her build it for, well, I guess she started like a couple of months ago. And now she's got 2 babies. They're kind of like tweens now. They haven't flown yet. Let me see if I can zoom in a little more. I don't want to get too close and scare them, but I just want to show you guys. 2 little baby doves. So sweet. So it's so much fun because we get to see right out our living room window and kind of keep an eye on them. So I look out here every once in a while and make sure they're doing good, make sure they're safe. And the mother has, you know, since they got a little older, the mother has finally started leaving them on their own for longer periods, but otherwise she was sitting on them full time. They look good. Yeah, you look healthy. You're looking healthy, looking good. It was so cute the other day though. The mother was sitting with them and the father came back, and it was just like this whole little family, little dove family, perched up in the palm tree. Sweet babies. Okay, I'll leave you alone now. I'm working on some cactus pots here. Mine don't look as good as the ones at Box Nursery. They're pretty small, but I just now potted them up in these, and I'm going to put some rocks and top dressing around there still. We're at the farmer's market. Michael's looking at the mushroom booth, talking about chaga mushrooms. I'm just browsing around.
Most of it grows up in the mountain, right there, Mount Lemon.
So here's the booth we're at right now.
So what kind of chaga are you taking? Powder or?
Yeah, it's pulverized. It's a company out of, I got it at Natural Grocers.
Michael's been taking that,
Yeah,
and it's actually really helped his eczema.
Chaga, would you believe that's a mushroom?
That is crazy.
Bad alcohol.
What did it say in this? How were they taking it in this study? It didn't say, did it?
Weird.
Yeah.
I think it's just the extract.
We're just gonna take this for now.
All right, let me know if you have any questions.
So, psoriasis.
I want to do that too.
This is my extracts. Reverse the damage to his nervous system.
Is that right?
He's doing really, he's back to normal. Like,
One of these extracts, like?
yeah, it's a lion's mane.
I gotta show you guys these.
How did you get into
Actual mushrooms all dried.
Because of my dad.
Oh, is that right?
It's because of my dad.
Snow fungus, look at that.
And
Crazy.
because it changed his life so much, I helped him come back.
Oh, good.
So he said lion's mane.
It was
helps with
reading
strokes,
studies online.
which is what my dad's been struggling with.
Where's
so.
where I got all my information, but then my grandmother bought me this book, and then I started looking really heavily into it. But yeah, the original source was a Japanese study that was showing that lion's mane was regenerating nerve damage and any kind of nerve tissue damage, so neurological. That's called Amadou, the Tinder polypore.
And that's what that is made out of?
Yeah.
So how do they do that? They pulverize
It's
it?
made out of mushroom leather.
Yeah, you can hold it.
Oh
feel
my
that.
gosh,
Wow.
it's so soft. It actually like feels like suede.
So
Yeah.
you take this mushroom,
Good.
you boil it,
Uh-huh.
and then you put it in a lye solution, and all the layers inside separate. And so there's a layer right here, if you feel this. That's the felt. That's the part that they use to make this. There.
Okay.
Feel it?
Yeah, it feels just like felt.
And all
so
these
neat.
colors here on the string, these are all made with mushrooms. Too.
Oh, is that right?
So you can make every color of the rainbow with mushrooms.
Oh my goodness.
The only trick is that they only adhere to animal protein, so wool or alpaca, any kind of animal fibers. The colors will latch onto very well, and not really. It won't work with linen or anything like that. But if you add iron, the reds get redder. If you add copper, they turn blue. You can get different colors. It's interesting. I got it from a friend in Romania.
Okay.
There's about 8 people in the world that can make these. So he made one, and he's gonna teach me. He told me if I went out there this year, he would teach me how to make these.
That would be neat.
But the whole corona kind of ruined it. I was making plans to go out there. But if I learn how to make it, I'll make them here.
So which one's that?
This is a chaga.
That's the chaga.
Also, it's one of the organisms with the highest concentration of antioxidants in the plant.
Oh.
So that's why people like make it into a tea.
Okay.
And it's got antiviral properties.
We're beautiful.
Right next door, I have another mushroom booth. So
Laura's
we've got oyster mushrooms here, and then coral tooth. We haven't tried the coral tooth before, so we'll try that. Apparently it's related to lion's mane.
Interesting. Honed in right on this little thing right here.
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
Look how cute. So this is a Mammillaria plumosa. They had a big mound at the box Cactus and Succulent Nursery. This is a really nice one. So this one has more of the white spines, and so its flowers tend to be more pink. And then over here there's another one that has more of the yellow spines, and those tend to be more, I think you said yellow, right?
Yellowish, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get that one because it's really hard to find them. It's $25, but it's really hard to find them that clumped out for that price. So it's a really good price.
Just in time for the blooms.
Other businesses.
When you have a good amount of time and you see in
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
Thank
we'll
you
see you
guys.
in
I'll
just a
have this
little
back
bit.
for you.
Okay.
Okay, ready to go? In fact, my oldest plant, I still have it. It was in a 6-inch pot, and I wanted to repot it because it was bigger than that in a 6-inch pot. It was just overflowing the container, and I tried to plant it, and I took it out, and it was this big thing, and it had that much root. Just this little tiny, and that was it. And I thought, well, shit. Okay, fine. So I repotted it. I put it in, I think it was a 10-inch pot, 4 extra inches. And even though its roots were tiny, it filled up that 10-inch pot
Really?
virtually overnight. It was less than a week that it expanded because it had the room. But you think the roots will have some relative influence on the stem diameter, but it just boom, filled it up, and that's part of why I haven't gotten bored with this. 30 years of growing plants.
We love your video.
Hey, thank you. Little quiet today. Usually there's a lot more vendors here. I've gotten some things here before. It's vegan, gluten-free. Yeah. So.
No refined sugar either, too.
Oh. Yeah, it was good. I can't remember what I got here last time, but I'm on my cookie budget is way over this week, I guess. So I'm in big trouble already.
No, I got a plant, so you can have yours.
Well, pick out a cookie that you. You know what? I'll pick it.
They're all fantabulous.
Yeah.
They are.
What are you getting here?
I have a pre-order of some soups.
Oh.
And
She makes soup too, huh?
yeah, and the chickpea tuna. A canister of that.
Oh, I missed that. Good.
Yeah.
Are you vegan or vegetarian?
No, I still eat fish.
Wow, I'm just being facetious.
But other than that, I'm pretty plant-based.
Wow.
Look at those little pies. How cute are those?
But they also do the Saturdays at
I heard you mention where Udall Park is.
yeah.
Way out on the east side of town.
Okay.
Canyon and Tinker Verde.
Okay.
It's the opposite end.
Okay, thank you.
Look at that. Okay, we're home now. We have some other errands to run, but I just wanted to stop home, and we dropped off our mushroom, and I've got to water these before we head out again. So we got kind of a mix of cactus in here. These are my other Mammillaria plumosas, quite a bit smaller. That one is a large one. You normally don't get them that size, so that was quite a score. Let's give this new one some water too. Okay, let's give the ponytail palm some water. I've got to repot this aloe plant too. Look how much that's grown. It's just completely out of control. It's overgrown its pot. It's in a large terracotta pot too, but it's just totally taken over. So it's got a lot of new pups in there. I'm gonna have to split those up. This one's grown a lot. Euphorbia sticks on fire. This one isn't coral right now because it's all happy. It's been fully watered. It's not stressed at all, so it's all green. And also I'm growing it under the palm tree here, so it doesn't get much sun. It stays pretty much in filtered sunlight or in the shade. Here, let's zoom in on the babies. How's the little babies doing? So sweet. I saw your mother here earlier feeding you. They just hang out all day. The mother's been leaving them more and more, but she comes back to feed them. Sweet babies. Look at those beautiful little feather spines. Oh my gosh, I just love these plumosas so much. I think they also call them feather pin cushions. I'm home cleaning right now, and I'm just doing some touch up on this wall because the paint got a little bit nicked here. I think it was probably from when I had the cholla, the big cholla cactus skeleton that we have. I had it leaning up on this wall, and it's right where the fireplace is, so I guess when it was getting hot, it kind of like melted some of the paint off. And you know what? I'm gonna go and move this stuff off here too. But yeah, this mark is one of those projects I've been putting off, so time to get that done. Fireplace bucket, just move that out of the way. Firewood holder. Oh, there's some marks up here too. I gotta clean that. We've got definitely have some touching up to do. Okay, so it looks like the walls over here aren't too bad. So I'm using a combination of my Kilts primer, and then I have a Bare white, and it's a little bit of a warmer white, but when I compare the two, I can customize it and match this particular shade of paint, which I don't know what they used on these walls, but it's not quite a pure white, it's a little bit softer. So I'm just gonna match that up and just start really small and see if that's a good, oh yeah, that looks like, actually that's perfect. So I'm just stippling that paint in because there's so much texture up here. A lot of little grooves to get it in. Since we're working on our paint projects, I have a couple plant pots that I want to paint. So we'll get this mixed up. So I've just got my plain white paint. This has lasted me so long. Just this one can of paint, I use it for all kinds of projects. And then this one is a lot warmer colored, so I just use a little of that just to soften the white so it's not so stark white. I love the shape of these. I just think they're so cute. So these are the ones that I got at Box Cactus Nursery for $2. They were on sale on discount. I think probably because they weren't like perfect, like it has like a little ding there, right? But like I don't care about that stuff. So I'm like, I will happily pay $2 and get that pot versus whatever it used to be, you know. So I think originally it was like $7, and then it looks like they bumped it down to $4, and then finally $2. So I'm very happy with that price. So I'm gonna go ahead and get painting this. I originally whitewashed them, and I like that look too, but for the plants that I have in mind for these pots, I want the pots to be white now. I'm out of my painting gloves too, so I'm probably gonna get a little messy with paint here on my hands. These little craft paint brushes are so handy. I use these all the time for all kinds of projects. There they are, plant pots are drying. Oh, and these pots, I'm flipping those, because those little tiny ones I just didn't really have a use for. I mean, I think I grew like a seedling in one of them for adeniums, but then I sold that off and didn't need to keep the pots, so I'm gonna flip those. Definitely keeping all my squatty potty pots though. I've got another one here. I'm not painting this one because I love how earthy it is. Look at that. That is like pure earthy goodness. I love that pot. It's like so rugged. So I'm definitely keeping that as exactly as is. I'm not gonna paint that. I'm just not sure what plant to put in it though. I don't know. You could put an aloe in there. I could pull one of those out, but I don't know. Hey guys, I'm at an estate sale. I found something I was looking for. I was looking for a container that was longer like this, and I think this basket is going to work perfect. So it opens up from the top. It just flips open, almost like a little bread basket. But anyway, I think that's going to be perfect for what I've been looking for. And Michael's here. He wanted to come look and see what they had, because this was a pretty big one. That's a cool basket there too. There's a little wooden camel back there. You know, I like to have a plan before I get something, like know exactly what the plan is for it. What am I using it for? Is it going to be usable? If it doesn't work out, am I flipping it? Like, I like to know exactly what I'm doing with anything that comes in the house nowadays.
Sell that in Montana as a trout holder. Unfortunately for me, I didn't bring my black light because I think there's
Let's go get it. Oh, look at this. It's just, oh, it's a journal.
Yeah, you know, I was reading about people that go to estate sales, and they were reading through somebody's journal, and they were talking about reading it, and just because I was kind of feeling to that at this one, you know, where you're like, this is somebody's life.
I know. It's almost like you're looking at a time capsule, you know, when you come to these, some of them. We stopped at another estate sale. Look at this. Cactus, $5 each. Oh, look at that little, I think they call it a partridge aloe.
I was trying to see if I could find the owner because I saw their surname here, so I was seeing if
their old yearbooks.
Graduated from 1960.
Alright, we just got home. I love this little bohemian bag, and the way it opens up is really interesting too. I just finished wiping it down and cleaning it. I love this because it's almost like a little miniature trunk, but if I open it up here, it's just this front part that opens, which I just thought was really interesting. And maybe you guys could tell me, because I don't know, but what was this basket used for? Like, why does it open like that? Maybe someone knows. This is made in Spain. After I dusted it, I couldn't even read that before, but I saw that it was stamped after I dusted it. And it was $3.50, and I love it. So maybe you guys could tell me about the style, the design of it. You probably know more than me. Someone out there will probably recognize what this is or what it was originally used for. And why I got it was I was hoping it would fit on my rattan shelf here, so let's see. Oh, look at that. Oh yeah, perfect. I love that so much. And it fits perfect. What a score, $3.50. And I was looking at the hardware too, and just the way that it's worn, it definitely feels like it's a vintage piece, you know? It feels like it's an older kind of piece. Welcome to my little bohemian plant jungle, which is what this corner has become now. So I just wanted to update you guys on kind of like, you know, what my plans for the house. We renewed our lease here. So at first we were coming up on the lease, and we were like, well, we weren't sure if we were going to renew here or not, but I know some of you guys had asked if we were going to stay here a little longer, and we decided to stay here a little bit longer. There was some plumbing issues in Michael's bathroom, and so that's why we're like, maybe we should just, you know, kind of scout out and see if we can find another area. We want to check out other areas of Tucson because we love it here. We were just thinking maybe we want to be more towards the mountains, or maybe more towards Ora Valley or something. There's a lot of really beautiful areas here. We talked to our property manager, and he finally was able to kind of get it lined up to where they would start actually fixing the plumbing problems in the bathroom. So it's going to be a major construction thing happening there. They're going to be pulling out Michael's entire, like, the whole bathtub and the wall. They're knocking stuff down. It's going to be a lot, but they decided to do that, and so we're like, okay, yeah, if they're actually going to fix the problem, then we'll stay. And then I was like, I should have asked him if I could paint the kitchen, like all the kitchen cabinets, because they're all this dark brown. It's just like stained plywood. It's kind of like this orangey brown, and I was like, darn, I should have asked him when I had the chance to see if I could paint those all white. But if I talk to him again, I'm gonna check and see if I can do that, because it would be an improvement, right? So why would they say no, right? Anyway, you never know, so I gotta ask first. So we're staying here, and so I switched around this corner because I wanted to, like, in our plans of being more minimalistic. I know that sounds funny to some people because I've always, like, done a lot of projects and stuff, but I'm just trying to, like, scale it back a little, you know, and I'm just being more intentional and just a little more careful about anything that comes into the house. That's all. So it's not like anything super intense. I'm not going like extreme minimalism or anything like that. Just, you know, being very intentional, careful about what projects and project supplies I bring in, more focused, and also no clutter. That's my main goal, is to cut the clutter, but not take away from anything that you love doing, like any of your hobbies or things that really enhance your life, you know, and your happiness. So you gotta have those things. You need to have things that lift you up during the day, you know, especially nowadays. I just feel like we've gone through, like, this year, 2020 has been just hard, you know, just like finding things, you know, as simple as plants. Like, plants bring me a lot of joy because they're calming, they're relaxing. I enjoy taking care of them, and I enjoy their aesthetic beauty and, you know, everything about them, you know. So those are one of the things for me. That's why I gravitate so much towards them, is because it helps calm me down from, like, the day-to-day stresses. And with minimalism, everyone has their own reason for it, like their own goal of what they're trying to achieve with it. It's really just a tool, and it's really more about, like, what is your mission? What are you trying to achieve? What we're trying to achieve is to declutter and not have distractions taking your resources away from what you really love. You know, does that make sense? So it's more controllable and not like feeling like everything in your life is out of control, because clutter can make you feel that way. So reducing the clutter out of your life reduces the amount of distractions you have to deal with on a day-to-day basis. And in turn, your brain isn't having to make constant decisions, and decision fatigue is a real thing. So that's our main mission with using minimalism as a tool. So yeah, I just don't want you guys to ever think like I'm going to be extreme minimalist, like that my mission is to go completely bare bones and not own anything ever. That's a different style of it. Everyone has like different styles of how to use minimalism, you know. It's really just all about being intentional and focusing your time, energy, money on things that really matter to you, you know, that you're really into. And if you've got passions and hobbies that involve collecting something, then I think that is awesome. And you can still be minimalistic enough and still enjoy your collection, you know, of whatever it is that you love. For me, it's plants. Oh, and I did see a request for a houseplant tour. If you guys still want to see that, let me know. I can definitely do that. I'm probably going to wait until I get this one potted up into actual pot, like once I find the right one, or painted or upcycle or whatever. Right now it's still in its black nursery pot, so it's not looking like as cute as it could be, you know, it's not looking as good as it could be. So I'm gonna take care of that first. I'm in my closet and I'm going through just seeing if there's anything else that I want to take, because Michael and I were gonna stop at Twice as Nice, which is a thrift store here. So I'm gonna take a few things in there. And what's nice is you can take your stuff in and you can either get paid for it or you can swap it out and you get credits, so you can pick out something else. My lizard shirt, I definitely gotta keep that. I think that's it. Every once in a while I just like to check in with my closet, see if there's anything that I'm not wearing, you know, make sure that anything I do have that I am wearing, as long as it's being used, then that's great. Anything that isn't though, if I find that it's just sitting for a long period of time and I'm just not reaching for it for whatever reason, then that's when I kind of keep an eye on it and then I'm like, okay, let's go ahead and cycle that out. So I've got those 2 pair of shorts, those are going to be going along with that bag, and I'm keeping those. So I have 3 pair of shorts and I have 3 tank tops, and that's basically my kind of like my uniform for all the warmer months, right? Okay, I've got my purse. I think I've got everything. Camera, purse. I'll bring my vlogging camera out. Okay, let's go. All right, we just got here. So I'm taking my clothes to Twice as Nice. This is on the east side. In case you're wondering what location. They have I think, what, 2 or 3 locations?
Yeah.
Michael's taking me to Annabelle's attic. Now, what? This is a thrift store, is it? Like
Yeah, it's like
furniture,
estate
or?
sale, leftovers, things that don't sell.
Oh,
primarily,
right. Okay.
like furniture, this one.
Okay. We'll check it out. Oh, and then we're going to go to Michael's little booth. He's got a booth in a different antiques store.
Yeah.
So I'll take you guys there afterwards.
Got my uranium glass in there, so you can sell.
Yeah. So Michael wanted to show me a camel that was in here somewhere. So we don't know where it is though, because they move stuff around a lot. It might have sold. It's kind of like a treasure hunt. They've got it organized really nicely in here. This is a big place, so this is like the dining section. They've got an office section on the other side of the building, and then living room section in the middle. All kinds of stuff. Look at that little woven bag. I do enjoy the treasure hunting. That's why I love flipping so much, because even if it's not something that I need or that I would keep, I like being like other people's personal shoppers, you know, because I have a lot of people on Craigslist that like to buy from us. You know, it's always fun shopping for other people and finding something cool that you can flip. You got that, or you want me to help?
I got it.
Michael's green glass. So he already has his booth set up there. He's just bringing more in. And he still looks for, like whenever we're out at estate sales, he's still looking for more green glass, even though he's selling it, because he's got his booth here. So he flips it. So if you come in here, there's this whole front part of the store. It's pretty big. And these are all people's booths. And then you come straight to the back, and Michael's booth is down here. He just got it set up like just last week, so it's down the alley. Oh, which candy dish did you sell?
It was the split one.
Oh yeah, okay. So he's only got his little table right now because that's all we had at the moment, but we can get you a shelf or something sometime when you get your black light set up. And
I was gonna do, you know, like a little shelf and a light.
Yeah.
Maybe clip it to here.
Yeah.
Shine it down, because I got power here. They said I could plug into. But yeah, this is my space.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you can, go vertical. And so we were kind of just testing it out. That's why he just wanted to do like one little kind of test run table and not really like invest into it until he knew if he'd be able to, sell
there's
it.
bigger ones out there.
Yeah.
There's bigger booths.
They have all different size booths here that you can rent, and they have cases, glass cases that are lockable in case you have like, vintage jewelry or whatever you might be selling. But it's really fun because there's so many different vendors and there's a whole variety of stuff here.
Yeah, they give you some tags, sticky tags, and like threaded tags, I call them.
So you just write your vendor number.
Yeah, pick your vendor number,
yeah.
and you get the space, and set your stuff up. I mean, it's funny too because you're seeing stuff in here that you forget 20 years old is considered an antique now, I guess.
I know.
Like vinyl records, those are antiques. Stuff you didn't think would be an antique growing up.
So if I pull back here, you can see how they have the walls painted. So each color is a booth, right? So that's the space, that's the size of the space. Let's look for camels. So apparently that camel at Annabelle's attic sold. But yeah, camels are one of my favorite animals, and I love looking for little camel treasures. Like anything that's camel, I'm into. There was this really cool stool. It was on an online auction. It was like a Egyptian footstool, and it sold like for way more than I had bid on it, but it sold for way more than I was able to bid up to. So someone got it though. Some other camel lover.
Yeah, this is the brighter stuff they usually call Vaseline glass, I think.
Yeah, I like that.
So
Those are really cute.
This really lights up a lot more under the specific wavelength of the UV light.
Yeah,
Black light, I guess.
Okay, I'm gonna leave Michael to tagging his stuff, and I'm gonna browse around here, see if we can find any camel things. I'd love to find some camel wall art. That would be cool. Let's see how Michael's doing.
Almost there.
Okay, I have a Craigslist customer on her way right now picking up this rattan chest of drawers. I got that from an estate sale last weekend, and I got it to flip. So she should be here any minute, but yeah, it's a really cool 1970s vintage piece, and I saw that and I was like, you know what, someone is gonna love that. And so I snapped it up and flipped it right on Craigslist like a few days later. We made arrangements, so she is meeting today in just a few minutes. My customers came by and they picked up the pots that were outside, those little tiny ones. Not my squatty potty pots, those I'm keeping, just the little ones that I had out there. And then the shelf was picked up a little bit ago. So that was a success. And if you guys ever want to see like a video on bargaining tips or flipping, or, you know, I don't know, finding the treasures or whatever to flip. If you have any questions at all, I can definitely do videos on all of that. I was asked a while back if I would do a video on selling at outdoor markets, and I thought that was a great idea, and then all of a sudden the quarantine hit. So plans totally got pushed back with that. But I will do a video on that as soon as I can. And I also have the gym show video coming up too. So, all right, love you guys, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.